Good morning and welcome to our daily devotion for Thursday, the 10th of December. Relationships take time. Experiencing life takes time. Yet time is the one thing that many of us feel that we lack, especially perhaps with the build-up to Christmas. So today I'm going to invite you to intentionally make time to savour God's world through your senses. We're going to have two options, one which will take about an hour, the other just 10 minutes. So if you're fit and well and have the time, do take an hour to go for a creation walk. It might be somewhere that you know well, might be somewhere further afield that's new to you. You might even want to take a flask of something or a bite of food to be out even longer than an hour. But it would be good to go alone. Or perhaps just with one other person, because the purpose of the walk isn't really to get somewhere, it's the travelling that matters. So as you walk, determine to use all of your senses. Be leisurely. Take time to explore, to touch, to smell, listen, taste, watch. Listen to the stream perhaps, or the rustling of the wind in the trees, or if you go to the seaside, the waves. Study the leaves, watch the birds. Become aware of the larger life that we're living in all of the time and that we're connected to. But often we race past in order to get somewhere else most of the time. And let thankfulness rise within you as you savour the gift of this world, and take time to lift your hearts to God in thanks for being part of such a wonderful creation. Well, if you have less time today, here's a shorter but no less meaningful exercise. I'm going to do this with a satsuma, but with a bit of imagination you could replicate it with a raisin or a square of chocolate, maybe a glass of fine malt whiskey or wine. Choice is yours, but I'll illustrate it with this satsuma, but feel free to improvise your own version with something that you love to eat or drink. But so often we bolt our food down to get on to the next thing. I must confess I've just actually wolfed down my lunch in order to be able to record this. But this exercise is about savouring God's good gifts for our bodies. So just hold the satsuma or whatever it is in your hand and feel its weight, its shape, its texture. And look at it closely. The colour, the pitted surface, maybe the stalk. Actually bust the stalk off this one. Then raise it to your nose and smell. And how would you describe that smell to someone who had never smelled a satsuma before? And so now let's open it, watching closely as you do this. Notice the juice, perhaps spraying. You can now begin to smell it. You get the scent of it. Oops, squirting it. I'm trying not to squirt it on the computer here. It's not the easiest one to peel, but I'll take a segment. Just look at the segments, how extraordinary they're constructed. Let's just put one in your mouth. Maybe let it sit there for a while before you chew it. How does it feel as you begin to chew? What does it taste like? And so now as you sink your teeth into it, let all the flavour flood into your mouth. And as we go on, as you finish the satsuma or whatever it is, take a moment to reflect on how you feel, having actually slowed the process right down. And give thanks to God for his provision of food and the wonder of the natural world around us. Amen, and have a very good rest of the day.